No problem. Alright, so and then we will do some filtering and sorting, and wherever we get to and or we stop next week we probably do some wildcards and so with where we stop like formatting. Okay, and stuff. Now usually when we come to Excel, we sometimes don't want to have our data the way it is. We usually want it to fit the group. So whenever we want our information, just like we can see September is not full yet. We want all the information that is in the cell to appear fully in the cell, and you can select fit to it from here. Then it will automatically fit everything to it for you. Aside using that, you can just move the edge between two columns. So something like this, and then you can double click for it to what automatically spend to what. Now, we have what we call formatting and then what we call editing.
Please, hello.
Yes. Oh, sorry, you guys can see my screen.
Yes.
All right, let me share it.
Yes.
I hope you can see it now. I hope you guys can see the screen. All right. Now, what I was actually so this is what was there initially. Now, what I was saying is that you can see that some text or some data in our cells can be seen. Right? Now, there are different ways we can do that. For example, if we want to see all the text that are here to fit to, we can do this by double clicking here, which will automatically fit everything based on the largest. Now, we can also do it for all of them by selecting all the what columns from here. Then we go to the cell from here. Then we go to you will see auto what fit what width column width. Then when you click on it, it will automatically adjust everything to make sure it's a country that has a name that is longer the size of that particular width we are looking at. That's why we have it as up to that size. All right. Now that's the cells in um Excel. Now, if we want to change, so we have editing. Now, formatting has to do with changing the appearance of whatever cell or whatever data that we are dealing with in Excel. It has to do with changing the appearance. So now, if I come here and then I decide to change the name Canada from capital, and then I decide to spell it out as Canada this way, Then I have edited what is inside the cell. Okay, not the application. But if I decide to come here to change maybe the font type, right? Maybe I select a different font type. Then this is what this is not what font type. I decide to either make it bold, italize, underline. That's what we call formatting. Change cell or any value that we store in a cell. That is what we call format. Now we can change the color as well, which are all part of the format. The cell fill. So we can come and change the color when we click on font color. We can see that our text will change to red. And just press Control. All right. And we can also change what we can fill. Now this fill color will fill the cell. So if I come here, you see if I hover over it, you see what fill color. Now if I click on this currently, the fill color here is what yellow. So now I can decide to change the color based on whatever I want to do. Then I can select the color. Alignment, which I think I explained the last time. So we move to merge and center. Now, merge and center, what it does is that it will take all the cells that you collected together and to make one. Let's say we decide to type maybe age here, height, and maybe weight. Weight. Now, if we decide to do merge and center on these, what happens is that Excel usually takes the last value or the leftmost value in the cell, and then remove the other ones. However, whatever you type later will be centered inside what the merge cell. So in this case, these three columns will be merged here as one. Meaning that we can only the ones that still remain the way they are, unless we've merged every column, all the three columns. So now if we come here, we do merge and center. There are other options aside merge and center. But in this case, we will test merge and center. So we just click on merge and center. And then we are given a prompt which says what? Merge cells only keeps what? The upper left value and discards the others because we have values there already. So if we click on it, then it will merge cells and then what? Keep only the last value, which was what in the left. Now we can decide to age, weight, height, right? And then we can see that it's placing it in the center of what the cells. Now, if we didn't have values there, and then we just decide to merge, then it will not give us the prompts it gave us earlier because there is nothing there. I hope you understand. I hope you guys understand.
Yes, please.
Okay. So that's how we do merge and center. Now we have data types, numbers. This in the number group, we have different data types we can use to it. Now we have number. Generally, when you type anything in Excel, it's giving the type of general, which means that they don't actually have a specific formatting for it. But you can now select number, currency, date, time, depending on whatever number you enter. Now with currency and accounting, how they be formatted. Now currency would still keep values the way they are. Accounting will keep values the way they are. However, in accounting, when you input a negative number, you would see that the number will be kept in brackets, indicating that it's negative. They don't put the negative sign there, you will still see the negative sign. So let's just give it a try from here. So let's say 25, 24, 234, and then what? Minus 234. Okay, right. Now, when we click on this guy, let me add another one here just to clarify something so that people understand what's happening. So now when we decide to format this as currency, okay, as accounting, you see that the dollar sign would not be close to the number. It will be moved away from it. Now, this is because in accounting, when they write, they leave the symbol of the multiple because we are dealing with numbers. Now, if we decide to stretch this guy too, then you see, I've hit the cell instead of stretching it. Let me do this side. Okay. Now you can see that this guy, the dollar sign is following it, and this guy is not following it. Now, when we change, let me redo. When we change this guy to accounting, if we change it to currency, we'll still see our negative sign. So just in case you take an Excel sheet and then you see something like that, don't get confused. So when we change this to currency, you see the sign is so what? Accounting minus or negative values are usually kept in what brackets. I hope everyone understands that. Okay. Since no one is talking, I guess everyone understands that. We've already spoken about inserting, deleting, and formatting. Now, what I would like to talk
Please, can
about.
you take it again?
Hello,
Please, can you take it again?
can I take it again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was saying that usually when we enter numbers, we can come here to format or determine the type that we want the number to be. Okay, so if we enter a number like 233, right? When we click on it, and make the cell active, and we come here, we have all these options that we can apply to it. Okay, so we can apply accounting values, we can apply dates and stuff. But in this case, we apply currency. If we apply currency, then we see that it has been converted to this form. Now, if we change it to accounting, we still see the sign, the dollar sign. But I was saying that when it's accounting, um, you see that the formatting is quite different. Okay, in the sense that so what I did is called column hiding. That's why we can see those columns that were there earlier. Right now, you can see that here the dollar sign is which is what accounting. Now with accounting, if it's a negative number, when you indicate accounting or the data type as accounting, negative numbers are usually what kept in what brackets. So that's why this guy's in brackets. But if we change it to currency, you will see that we will have what the negative sign leading it. Please, do you understand? Okay, that's fine. Now that's it for talking about
Hello.
this.
Yes. Okay. I don't know if it's just with me, but then I'm not getting the same results you are getting, and I don't know if probably I have done something to my Excel. You see,
Um,
when you click on the general and you click on more number formats.
more number formats.
Yes. So we have accounting and we have currency. But then when you click on the accounting, it doesn't give you options of negative numbers.
So if you are not actually supposed to determine whether they are negative or positive numbers. Excel has been built with that intelligence to be able to identify whether it's negative or positive numbers.
Negative or positive,
Yes.
yes.
So what you just have to do is to select accounting and press OK. Then it will do that for you.
Okay, but then I want you to see something like when you click on the accounting aspect, yes, you see nothing shows. But then when you click on the currency, it has these negative options. You see, there are these negative options, and it
Yes,
seems that with whatever negative option you click on, it directly affects
yes.
how
So
it shows.
So that is what we refer to as formatting in a particular way. Now you see, even in accounting, we deal with currencies, right? But
Yes,
accounting has
yes,
principles that they go by, where they know that if it's a negative number, it should be in brackets. That is just it.
brackets.
Definitely.
So
So because of that,
yes, please.
Excel went told that these numbers or this number that we've entered is accounting, it will automatically see negative numbers have to be in what? Brackets. Now, when you format
Okay.
a negative number as currency, by default, this is the guy that is
Mm,
selected.
yeah.
iPhone. But if you
Yes,
want that
please.
Excel should, whenever you select negative numbers, Excel should put them in brackets. Then you can come and select these guys.
Oh, okay. So
iPhone.
now, yes, please.
Okay.
But my worry is that if, like, let's say, accidentally or intentionally, you choose one of these negative options here, it affects the accounting aspect. So how then do you bring it back to the default accounting whereby the negative numbers will be in brackets if you want it to come back to the bracket format or way?
Is that
How
if
do
you
you
select
reverse it back? Any of the negatives. It
okay,
directly affects it even when you are using accounting. Now the accounting also have negative instead of brackets.
okay. So let's
So
give that a
my
try.
okay, yes please.
It's good to see what we are talking about and then we try to solve it together. So to more what formats then currency, right?
Yes please.
So let's select right
Yes.
first. Okay, is that what you're saying? So now let's go to what?
Yes please.
Let's say uh this was a negative number, so let's make it a negative, all right? Because we are talking about negative.
Yes please.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's get back to it, right? Then we give it a more for then currency, right? Then we
Mm-hmm.
select.
Yes please.
Okay. Now that's what we have. Now when we go to accounting,
Mm-hmm.
see what's there. The accounting
Yes.
code hasn't changed because that is what accounting sees a negative number to be, rightfully. But you can
Okay.
see that
Yes please.
this guy is showing us this. But it was because we went to what more format. That's why we are seeing it in the accounting format where we have the brackets. I hope you can see that from the
Wow.
drop down. So you can see the currency is still showing that this guy is supposed to be this way, but we decided to show it this way.
Mm.
I get it. So means that if we click on this, it will take it
Yes
back to
please.
that way. Now, if we come back here, we still go to
Mm.
accounting. So we won't get options to select negative. For accounting, you can see the sample
Yes.
here. It's still showing that one by default. So it's not like it's affecting it. I following.
Then it
For-
seems that my Excel has, I don't know, but with my Excel, it actually affected it.
Okay, so which value, which one did you select that it affected it?
Any of them, any of the currencies and the negatives that I choose for
Let's
the
let's select
currency
let's
aspect.
select let's select this guy and press OK and see what would happen. That means it's negative. Showing us this. I see it.
Yes,
Now let's go
yes,
and see
please.
build. Have you seen it?
Mm,
Yeah, tap it. Excel knows what accounting values are. So default by default, because accountants will use Excel, they implemented that into the software for it to be able to identify what negative numbers and what respond with the what rules of accounting to it. Actually.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. Okay, I think it is a personal problem from my side. Probably I might have to watch some videos to how to bring it back to the brackets, like how it's showing on yours. Because since my accounting is still showing the same thing as the currencies, just that with the accounting, the decimal points, there are these two decimal points. Yeah, but with the negatives, it's still the same. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other question? Does anyone have a question? More questions? Let's continue to our sorting and filtering, and maybe other stuff as well before we end for today. So that next week we'll start doing data cleaning. All right. Um. Okay. So usually the tool that we would always see is what sorting and what filtering. Then when we say sorting, we are indirectly talking about arranging stuff in ascending or descending order, right? And then when we talk of that's like taking certain values if only they meet a particular criteria, right? So if they meet a particular definition or a particular set of ways to go about it, then we pick it up as what uh values that we are supposed to return. So with Excel, if we want to do sorting, so this is actually our column headers. These guys, the first row is our column headers, right? Now, if we want to do sorting, we can select the column header, move to the editing group, and then we can select the type of sorting we want to do. Now, the A to Z means ascending order, and Z to A means descending order. We can also customize our sorting, but for now, let's just go with the normal sorting. So here at discount band, we have just three values: high, low, medium. So we can sort by what? Ascending, which means that which one will come first, which is high. So because each is the first letter we meet when we are counting the alphabets, right? So one selection to sort. Then we can see that what the high comes first. Now the same way we can sort numbers. Okay. So to sort these numbers in ascending order, that's the smallest to what the biggest. You can what? You can see it here from smallest to the biggest. That's A to Z. Then click on it. Then once to expand, sort it's just a prompt. So there are discounts. Some people that are getting discounts for zero. So let's go for gross just to show that we aren't having any problem in our data. Then we have. Then we can see that the data has been sorted. Now you can see that as we are sorting, the ones are also sorting out. They are changing, but they are not being sorted. Now we can decide to sort based on what two or more what columns. Okay, so we need to select the columns we want to sort by. Then we come back here. Then we can see what sort ascending order. Now you can see we started with height, and then after the height, they moved to what the values that we store. So you can see that from here height in the height column, you can see that because everything is in ascending order, the height, the discount part also started in what? The smallest to what? The biggest. And the same way for the gross pay from the smallest to the biggest. Now, we can decide to sort with a particular criteria, whether we want to sort discount band first, and then the discount, whether we want to sort in ascending or descending order, and then the gross sales, whether we want to sort in ascending or descending order. Now, to do that, Let me undo what I did. That's this. And then I'll go back to sorts, and then we go forward, custom sorts. Now, when we click on custom sorts, we will have this prompt, which will tell us to decide how we want to sort. Now, the first column we are looking at is what? The gross pay. Let me add another level, another level. Now, this is saying what we want to sort first. So first, we want to sort by what? Let's say we want to sort by maybe gross pay. Let's just maintain gross pay from what? Smallest to biggest. No, let's say we want to do it from what? Largest to what? Smallest. Right. Now we can see after sorting that one, we want to sort by what? Discount. Now the discount, do you want to sort from largest to smallest? Then we select from what? Largest to smallest. Now we can also decide what we want to sort, whether cell color, cell font, conditional format icon, or what? Cell value. In our case, we are sorting by cell value. Okay. I'll explain how to sort by cell color very soon. And now we can what? Press OK. We didn't add the last one, so that's why we are getting the prompt. So we can decide to delete the last one. Then we can click OK. Now we can see that we said this guy should be in ascending order, then they are in ascending order. So after sorting those guys in ascending order, then these guys were sorted in what? Descending order. So if they have the same amounts, then what? We get a different page. So if we had kept the same amounts here and here, then they'll be sorted based on the difference here. This does everyone understand?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now aside from sorting, we can also what? Filter. Okay. Now, whenever we are going to filter by something, we need to select where we want to filter by. Then we come to the same edit group. Then we can filter. Now you click on this. When we click on filter, it will automatically add the filter drop down headers. Right. And then these guys will enable us to be able to filter what we want to do. So let's say if we want to filter by products, we can click here. And then we have all the products that are here. So if you want to filter by only these products, which is criteria, we press what? Okay. Then what products? I made a mistake. I'm coming. All right. So here we are filtering all. So we can what? Take it out, and then we want to filter by only this guy. Then we press OK. Then you can see that now all other data that didn't have that product have what? Been eliminated, has been what? Cropped out. So if you want to check information on a particular condition or a particular value or data entry, then you can do something like this to only look at those ones and analyze them. Right. Now we can filter by two of what we want to do. Also, with the same filtering, we can filter by text. We can say, well, we want the text to be equal to something, less than, greater than. That's when we are doing numbers. But now we can see we want to filter if it's equal to what criteria. And then when we press OK, then we can have what those values there. Else, we can also decide to say, we want to filter when it's equal to what that guy, and maybe we want to add another filter condition for a different rule. But let's say we want to what go with all if it's that product or a different product, right? Or it's equal to what other product did we have there? Um let me cancel and then all right, so we have VVT. So we can filter by these two products, then we will come when it's equal to what? So let's just use any of the products we can see there. When it's equal to pass you, or when it's equal to what? We can also use what when it's begins with something, but for now we can do equal to, or we can say when it begins what? Maybe the product begins with a particular value. So maybe it begins with, let's say, V. Okay, then it should what? Filter them. Then you can see that all products that begin with V, both VT and then VE, are all part of it. How will you guys understand? Any questions? Any questions? No questions.
And please, I didn't get you right. My network was disconnected.
Which part didn't you get me?
Um, why you just ended because I couldn't get the last statement you made. Why you just finished saying? I couldn't get the last thing because I was disconnected.
Hello? Hello, can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?